poppin'? What's poppin'?
Feeling less bear, actually, in general.
Feeling less bear, yes.
Yeah.
Market's been up. A lot of TGE's been pretty decent. Decent. Mega ETH launching. Fluent launch and was like number one on CoinGecko, like trending for quite some times.
You can't stop
Dude,
winning lately, bro. You can't stop
no, no,
winning
no, no.
lately. Did you? How you did well with your chip, and then you did well with Fluent. Good for you, bro.
Amen, amen.
Win
Hey,
airdrop.
Win airdrop for what?
Win airdrop for me. Hoka, hold me up. Homie haven't made money in a while.
Oh my god, bro. No, but like I've been seeing like you've been pretty active on X still. Like with all of your tweets. Seems like you're back on trading again.
Yeah, I saw it a little bit more. Try to build like a back test on figuring out how Crime Coin works. So I like right now I've built. No, I'm being serious. Like so I systematically. So I've built a system where I can. If you tell me like, oh, bro, I'm gonna crime BB coin or something like that, I can use the BB coin and I can backtest the pattern towards the crime coins the past 6 months to see are you bullshitting me to increase the odds. Yeah, so like I think that's step one, and then step two is like figuring out is there a scanner that I can figure out like to find the pattern, etc. But it's quite hard to find as a scanner because it's a little bit too noisy. But like if you hear something, ask me and I'll put it in my AI detector, and it will tell you the likeliness and conviction it has.
So wait. It seems like your strategy these days is like basically still around new listings, but really trying to like figure out how the new listings price action is going to be. Like whether the team is going to like pump it up or like looking at the supply. So like you build your entire, I guess, like cloud code analysis to check this.
Yeah, so the reason why I'm doing this is because like I'm not comfortable deploying like in size right now. Like so I'm playing like I basically reset my portfolio into 100K, not including farming. It's just a trading portfolio as 100K. So like in each bet, I probably only do like 5 to 20K max. Okay, and I don't trade like BTC or whatever. Like I haven't really think this through, but it's more like chip. Like it was at the first bet I put 10K, and then in my second entry I put 5K. I won 4K in the first one, and I lost around like 1K or $600 to $800 on my second entry. But it's like if I were only have 100K to restart right now in crypto from trading, not farming, what I would do is how I'm comfortable. So I had to look for like bets that are more fluctuate. If that makes sense.
More, yeah. Well, I mean, just to be fair, also, like I think you're spot on because there's no other catalyst other than new token listing these days. You know what I mean? Like there's like what other like volatile events that you can trade? Like unless it's just actual crime, like all of the tokens that I'm not going to mention. But yeah,
because like unless you're low float, there's just not enough buy pressure around crypto right now to push anything up, really.
I think that's also super interesting. I mean, like one potential, like I don't know how listing dynamics is going to change, right? Because I feel like with like altcoins not doing too well, and like Robinhood taking more market share, there might be things that are different there. But anyway, that's maybe like for like another conversation. How's your what else have you been looking at? It's been like a week or two since we last chatted.
I'm looking forward to Mega Eve. Do you have any exposure in Mega Eve
yes,
tonight in around 5.5 hours?
Holders, max ICO allocation.
Did you lock it though?
Yeah.
Max lock. So you don't care. Oh, yeah, okay, I mean, good for you.
I still care a lot. Like, hey.
No, but you please. But if you let's say you don't care, is it like there's nothing you can do tonight? Would you try to long and short it? Like okay, how does your brain work actually?
Just to be honest on this, like I haven't checked for Fluffle NFT holders, like what would that mean? Like I think for Fluffle I might get some like right away, but for like the ICO allocations, that's locked. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, before I want to ask, so I work differently. So like I have like a trading bag and a venture bag and a farming bag. So like if I was your case, I probably don't think about what you have right now, but just think, do I want to trade Mega tonight? I don't know, does that work for you? But like people say it's weird for me to think. It's very crypto to think this way.
No, I think it's very fair. I mean, like the one that like my like ICO allocations is my venture bucket, right? Yeah. So I mean, okay, just to answer your question, I think man, I have a lot of thoughts about how they're like doing things. Like I think they're it's one of the most like anticipated launch. I do wish that they launch it sooner. Like if like imagine if they launch at the peak of their hype, right? It would have been much better. G move to the mansion, but like anyway, there's no, but it's always like a balancing act, right? I mean, they like pioneered like USDM, like the flywheel, like blah blah this and that. So it's to me, it's very interesting how they're approaching this. I actually have more of like a rant about this, but like just to answer your question, um, I think we'll pump first. I think we'll pump first. I don't think like I think they've done enough hype and the market is like already somewhat bottom that I mean like I saw there, it's already like up bid and like all of they checked all of the boxes right now. So it's just like can people who profited, which I guess like the echo allocation, right? Like some I think would be unlocked again. Like I have to double check like all of this, but I think it's very simple. Like you just have to see. Oh, maybe you can show your like analysis right now on your bot, on your like AI, right? Like how much actually being sold. Like what's the selling pressure on like day one? If on month one it's only like 3-4%, I think it's gonna pump.
Yeah, so how about this? Let's take a step back. I'll do a quick intro. What is Mega Eve, TGE, and like what is this? All right. So Mega Eve, Eve L2, quick block, whatever real time blockchain, 50K TPS, blah blah blah, very fast, very fast. That's why it's Mega Eve, right? It has like approximately like 98 mil TVL right now. It's backed by Vitalik, Dragonfly, all the top names. Yeah, it was what Arbitrum was in a quicker sense in some way in 2 years later, I think. It's going to TG in around 5 hours, 5.5 hours tonight. I think Coinbase spot is confirmed, but I'm not sure. When I checked this, I'm not sure any other listing confirmed. It is not a gas token. It's just a pure governance token with staking enabled, but I'm not 100% sure. 10B supply. My float estimate is around 5 to 8%. I can break down a little bit more later on this. And so in terms of the float breakdown, it's like Echo Round. There was an Echo Round in December 2024, 20% unlock. Their cost is around like 2 cents. For Fluffle NFTs, 50% unlock. The cost basis, it is very hard to care. No, but like the cost basis should be like a 1 cent or something like that, I think. And then there's also a solar ICO bought at like 10 cents. Well, 1 cent is it 1 cent? 0.1 USD is 1 cent or 10 cents. It's 1 cent, right? 0.1 USD. Yeah, 10 cents. And then the allocated tokens unlocked depends on how much you committed and how long you won. And then from my brief eyeball, 70% of them is max log with max conviction like Marco. And then for VC, it's unconfirmed. Okay. VC, it's unconfirmed. And yeah, so in TGE, I don't know. There's no comparables right now. You can't really compare with Bera, Monad, etc. In my mind, I worry because like if Monad didn't do well, I feel like Mega Eve couldn't do well as well. Even though they're like, because I think they're both like L1, L2 ish, but at the same time, it's like no one is buying. But Mega Eve and Monad is a little bit different. Mega Eve is more like from bottoms up, community driven, more Eve alignment, etc. But I don't know. Does that matter? You know what I mean? But let's see. The novelty of its tokenomics is like 53% of the supply is KPI gated, unlocks when the network at a growth milestone, which are like the TVL, decentralization, all stuff, USDM, which is like the TVL. Like the first KPI unlock this is the TG USDM back, like it's a stablecoin backed by like Ethena and BlackRock build thing. The revenue from USDM goes to Mega Eve buyback at post TGE, so it's like a built-in buy pressure. So yeah, right now in terms of ecosystem, there's like the GTE, which is a DEX and a launchpad, 15 mil raise from Series A from Paradigm. I think it was spun out from Mega Eve Labs. No token yet. Most people are farming there. There's Cat Money, a yield stablecoin, CUSD. Franco Templeton led the seed. 360 mil supply. I think around 21K daily fees. Then there's like Kumbaya. I don't know, is that how you say it? Like, but basically, like that's the deck.
Like that, bro?
I just feel like it's a very like see you kumbaya or those kind of shit. But yeah, it's a dominating DEX with like 59 mil TVL,
Right,
66% of like the chain TVL. It's a Uniswap V4 fork with some leaderboard, all those kind of stuff. I don't think there's much ecosystem tokens, but like a bunch of small memes. I haven't had time to go into it, but yeah. So, all right, let's play both sides. The floor is actually tighter than what most people think, like at like 5 to 8%. I mean, like it's not I don't know. Can you share the screen on your side? But like here are some of my prediction.
Your screenshots, right?
Yes. Yes. I don't know. How can I share it. Fuck it. Let me just post on Twitter. I don't know how to share screen about. Let me.
Wait. Let me try. There you go. Yep. I can do it.
What are you sharing?
This?
Yeah. Let me. I've just sent you another image. Let's just go by that one. That one is easier.
Okay.
I've sent you a new. Oh fuck! I sent it in the wrong chat. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. My bad.
No worries.
Okay. Send in the group. So like these are some like if you look at this, right? I've just sent it in the MTS group.
Yep. Need time.
So if you look at the FTV and the MCAP, it's actually a lot smaller than you think. Like assuming like so if you look at the table, there's assuming like MCAP is 5%, 7.5%. And then what's the cost of like the ICO and the echo round? Look at various people. Like the reason why I'm explaining why am I thinking this way, right? Like it's basically like what are other people's cost bases in a semi-bear market for alts that they might sell. So that's why I'm looking at like how much they're making at each price range to see their mentality. Then I'm looking at the actual MCAP depending on is it 5% or 7.5% because that's something that I'm not sure. And I'm looking at MCAP because FTV is a meme, basically. And yeah, so like assume because I haven't fully vet these numbers yet, but like assuming this is the case, I think there's a few to think of. First is like the centralized exchange matters here. What is a centralized exchange? If it was all exchange listing, what would the MCAP be from your point of view?
Wait, this is an interesting way. So like I'm deeply reading your analysis here. So it's like basically it says if it goes below 1.95 long, and if it goes higher short, unless it goes too high at 4B, then don't short, then don't fight it, right?
Okay, so by the way, I feed in my not very well documented trade journals throughout my years.
I see.
For it to say what to do. So don't trust that part. But that's what he says, but this is not what I say, okay?
one like data point for you, by the way, like Fluffle is not free. Like Fluffle is not 0.001. Yeah. So this 195 times is not correct. But yeah.
I don't think it matters anyways. Like the float from them is not that high. And NFT people are you can't really price it because everyone entered at a different rate. But yes.
Yeah. So I mean, like, wait. So your calculation is that there will be $145 million of sell pressure,
assuming everyone sell. But
right,
like you should take out the 50.
like,
you should take out the VC, which is the 57%.
VC needs to be taken out, and then like Fluffle is only 50% unlocked, so 12 million, right? Then 12. Sonar is also like Sonar is fully unlocked unless for those, so it's gonna be like, and then like Echo is fully, right? Wait, or like Echo 20%. Let me check.
Echo 20.
Right. So like roughly, like I think the actual pressure might be 12. Would be 50, less than 50 million, like way less. Yeah, it's like 30 mil of selling pressure, 20-30 mil.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. See, AI cannot replace us yet, but yeah.
Yeah, like 20-30 mil. You think it would dump?
Let me see. I've just sent you another screenshot. It's very hard because I haven't organized it yet. But like, but yeah, but this is basically your numbers as well. But like, and then like that's the thing, right? If they all dump, assuming I like to assume like everyone dump because in this market, like let's say 50 to 70% will dump.
Yeah.
What would MCAP be supposedly? Which I think the fair like I'm happy to consider playing with it at like,
Yeah.
let's say I don't know. Would you buy it at 200 mil MCAP? Or 150.
Which is what like FDV, because like I don't think it's a meme. So like so
You don't
200.
think it's a meme?
I don't think it's a meme because the
Uh,
FDV is what the
20x,
foundation.
20x, 20x,
Yeah.
20x,
So
20x.
it's 1.4 billion. I mean, if I don't have an exposure, I might long. Yeah, but like since I already have, like I'm not gonna long at 1.4. Yeah.
At what
No, because
point
like
were you short? Were you? At what point do you think other people were short?
I think starting 3+, some people would hedge. Yeah, because then they would
I see.
already be like 3 times in profit, even at the highest price. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me is that if it's under 12 cents or 15 cents, I might consider a long. And then if it rooms around like 20 to 30 cents, I won't do anything. And then if it goes like maybe above 50 cents, I might consider shorting.
Got it.
Depending on stuff. But this is like gut feel, okay? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No, like the reason why I do think is because like, okay, in your last screenshot, like I'm just gonna like speak on this. I'm not gonna share. I think the majority of the time, the like projects are selling parts of their ecosystem, right, to fund runways. Like again, like Mega has raised a lot of money, so like I don't know if they need it, right? But you should. I think it's a safe lesson to assume that most TGEs there is some selling pressure from the team itself to secure it. Again, it's similar to like IPOla, like if you have a stock, you want to go public, you're like Airbnb, yeah, you want to secure some money for the company, right? So I always think that that's why like FDV to me is not a meme, because like that's where the pressure would be coming out from. Yeah.
I see. But like, true. Okay. I never thought of it this way. But because I mostly do day 1, 2, 3, 4 trading. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, okay, wait. But like a bit of like fundamentals, like I want to give them some credits. I want to give the Mega team some credits. I think it's interesting, right? Because they're creating this like flywheel with like USDM, and they're like trying to create interesting assets to bring, like interesting yield source. I just want to get your take on this because like you have seen a lot of like projects, right? To me, chains can only make money 3 ways: own your stable, become the settlement layer like TRX for like USDT, right? Or have a perp dex like Hyperliquid. Only those 3, right? Oh, I guess like the fourth one is the same, like Solana, like being used to like speculate on. So like speed of money movement from like tradings, right? A lot of stable coin that you must own, right? Or you own like the revenue sources or something, and then just like become volume for like settlements, like TRX. I think it's interesting to see that Solana is going one route of like, if you've been paying attention to their ecosystem strategy, they're doing like Phoenix trade, they're like they care less about TVL, way less, right? In terms of like the growth. Like Mega is interesting. They're going the stable coin route. Whereas like Solana is like, shoot, we need to compete with Hyperliquid. So we need to have Sunrise equivalent to unit, right? Like you want the spot listings on Solana, like they just support like Mega ETH, right? On like the spot listing. And then we need to like, Drift is not competing as well, so we need to like support a new team, right? So like they're like going like full blown, like we need to be the house where trading happens. Whereas like when you see like a lot of like tokenization, it's still mostly on ETH mainnet. Mega, I think, is interesting because they are talking about speed, but at least for now, like I see them more of like they're taking like the stable coin and the gamification route. Did you see like the Hit.1 app? I think that's a pretty cool one. Yeah. So anyway, that's a bit of like a rant, but yeah.
I'm overall bear mid to short term for Mega ETH because of these reasons, but I'm bear overall right now. So first, Mega ETH's like MUSD buyback, it's not in real, like it doesn't make sense because it's like here's like a little bit of treasury yield that you can buy back, or a little bit like the numbers doesn't add up to as real buy pressure, right?
Yeah.
Secondly,
like, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, like trillions, like the fucking meme from. Secondly, they are targeting like on-chain novelty, on-chain users, which is weak right now. Like, come on, people are dying. And then they're not going through the institution route as well, which even though I don't know doesn't matter. So like they're stuck in an awkward position where like are they I don't know what they're doing in a sense. But I like everything about them, if that makes sense. It's to my flavor. It's just that my flavor people are broke right now. They're not making money. They're not gambling. So I don't so that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like overall bear right now.
To give a bit of credits also, I mean, like when I see like Hit.1 and like Euphoria, they're like trying to market to like Instagram more. So I guess they're being smart, right? Like they're not trying to aim for our people, like the crypto people.
Yeah.
But then like on the institutions, I think you're right. It's just that, yeah, I mean, dude, like I would love to do like a whole like 1 hour session on this. Like I'm actually running on this, but like there's so many like weird nuances on like, like sure, if you can get, I don't know, like Blackstone money market fund to launch on your chain, so what? I mean, right? I mean, like unless you get a cut of it, even if they have like 5 billion in TVL, it's just good branding, but nothing else. Yeah. So, yeah.
But what I'll give them is Mega Eve is really smart. They are willing to adapt. So like overall, it's a good team. It's just like short-term trade for now. Okay. Happy.
Anyway, moving on. What else have you been doing? Like I'm just seeing our agenda here and news item. It's been so dead, I guess.
I haven't been doing much, to be very honest with you. Like I've been using my AI computer so much that my on-chain computer doesn't get pulled out. It's actually not even connected to the monitor anymore.
Did you buy a Mac Mini or just like your
No,
Windows?
I use multiple MacBooks.
Wow.
Because the thing is like I can. Of course, I can lose so much in memes. Why can't I lose it? Like it's just like Mac Mini. It's not easy to carry around, and like sometimes you just want to unplug it. Yeah. I think the price doesn't matter that much. Like come on, you lose that in one shot in somewhere. Anyways, you might as well just get a screen and keyboard easily to move around. So.
Not wrong. Not wrong. Okay.
But yeah.
What else have I'm looking around some of our notes and agenda items, but honestly, hack, token listings. What else?
No, nothing much, man. Nothing much just going on lately. Pumpfun is Pumpfun.
Yeah.
Pumpfun is reducing the burn. I don't know. Do you see that as bull or bear?
Okay, can you recap the news for me? Like I've not been in tune with it. So like I know they're like doing the buyback and burn. They're reducing it.
Yeah, to 50% instead of 100%.
Why? What's their analysis?
Well, you can see it as strategic using the funds somewhere else, I guess. But like overall, is like I don't care because like so they say they used up 100% of the revenue past 9 months to do the buyback, right? And then they got feedback to buy back the tokens, continue burn. But like obviously, like the community is not happy because price is down, right? So should that money be airdrop to users or should it just be given to like stakers, whatever fuck? But like they're still thinking. But I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's the best use case for it, and I don't think like people keep thinking how to refine stuff when things are dying, but like it's dying because of not refinement, but like the actual sector or the actual bigger problem. So like genuinely, I don't care. But there's some guys in the group chat that's asking should they hold their pump or something like that. It's like I'm good, bro.
Yeah. So I'm mixed on this. So like I just briefly caught up on the news, right? I think yes, you're right. They claim they use 100%. Now they're only going to do 50%, but they will make it programmable on the smart contract, right? So like at least there's more like transparency on the 50%, which again, like I don't want to speculate, but it's good. I mean, the more that you put it into like programmable, it's better. Yeah. Okay. I'm like looking like market cap 620, like FDV 1.5 billion. So 40% float. I think they do this for like another year or two, and they would be a pretty good token, right? It's more of just like now they're the only other one than Hyperliquid that actually has enormous amount of like revenue, right? So like I think they can pull it off. It's just maybe you're right. Like right now, given that the market is kind of dead, they need another revenue source. Like they might as well use that 50% I don't know, to build a competitor to stake.com and then like do it for like buyback again, right? Like, so like I can absolutely like see that. Like it's different now because I think like Hyperliquid is like still the premier platform, right? And I feel like right now, like who's using Pumpfun? You know, like I don't know anymore, honestly. But yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, another topic. You know how Polymarket is launching the CFDC license perks?
Yeah, they want to go back to the US, right? Yeah.
Okay, so there's a few things. First, do you think this actually enables more users coming into perks and crypto?
To perps. Uh okay, wait. Let's make sure we're talking about the same thing, right? So like Polymarket wants to go back to the US again as a licensed prediction market. So still prediction market, but then they're also launching perps, you're right. And Kalshi then also launched perps. Mm,
I don't think it's a good thing for general users because perks and spot is different. You're actually losing money most of the
and
time.
sorry, and it's not even spot, right? Because their core product is prediction markets, which is also bad if you look at the stats. You know, like only like 3% of people make money, right? But it's a very different segment compared to perps. You're right. I don't think the thing is, yeah, no, it's a very tricky question. Okay, like I think I think you will look at something like this, like short term. There's like it's gonna contribute to like to their like revenue, but I don't think it's gonna be like a significant business line for them. You know, like I don't think it's gonna be
Okay.
like more than 5%. Yeah.
If they start to do very well and hype price goes down, would you speculate it's because of that? And would you buy hype at that point?
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Yeah, because I think managing a perp, you're underestimating it. Okay, look, I haven't studied who are their market makers, whose engine, which team they're like acquiring. I mean, like for Polymarket, I know, but I cannot say. But for like Kalshi, like I don't know, right? So like it's more of like who are you acquiring to manage this, right? And if these are like teams that have previously been beaten by Hyperliquid, by Lighter, and so on, right? Like then why do you think they would do better here, right? I mean, like there is an argument that your traders are the least sophisticated, right? Because they're just like sports gambling on Kalshi that now looks, oh, there's a prediction market. Oh, like I can long Doge Elon 2469 like 100x, right? So like I'll just like click on that. I think that's still hard because like they need to make money, and I feel like that area might be owned more by the likes of like FOMO trade or like liquid, if you've seen, you know. So like I think you have to make it like more social trading FOMO, right, than prediction markets, because it's two completely very different segmentations. Although again, like I know I'm like yapping a lot right now, but like I think for them this is just like might as well add it, you know, like it's cost nothing compared to like how much we've raised them. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it's fine. You know, it's gonna like bring up 3 4 5% of our top line. Yeah.
Fair. Agree. Okay. Yeah, I was just debating if somehow it does well, should I use this opportunity to buy hype the dip?
Yeah, I would say yes, because like what if the other way happens? You know, like hype dips and then HIP4. And then like everybody can make like prediction markets, right?
I
It's the other way around. Yeah.
I don't fully know how HIP4 works yet, but sure. Like
That's okay. Like, huh?
I think the thing with Polymarket is that the distribution, not the actual product. Like its product is absolute trash, right? So like it's so I don't know, can HIP4 solve this, if that makes sense.
But what HIP4 enables in my mind is that like now anybody with with the distribution can build this, right? So if I am Hyperliquid, what I'm gonna do is to like find the folks with the biggest distribution to build a competing prediction markets, and it might be something super degen, you know, like a gambling, you know, like stake.com. I will partner with Kick, bro. Man, it's gonna bring pump to like $80. I know it's a crazy idea, but like you have to go that route. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Actually,
Yeah.
gives me chill thinking about that. Now I want to kind of buy it now.
Yeah, dude. But I feel like that's where the meta is gonna go next. You know, like if again, any token launch, I'm happy that like now token launch are at least more like realistic in terms of like prices. Of course, like I still wish they pump, but yeah, like without actual revenue, it's not gonna go anywhere.
100%.
100%. What else? Are you actively trading like oil, golds on Hyperliquid or like any of these like commodities?
Nope, nope,
You're like
nope,
fuck
nope.
that.
I want to explore. It's just that I've been trying to build this cloud thing for myself to use, right? And then I think, I built a crime that I'm not sure that I shared already. I built a crime detector,
Crime detector.
crime
Got
coin
it.
detector. Okay, so but I haven't refined it. So right now it's like if you tell me like, oh yeah, I'm gonna crime this ABC coin, you can give it to me, and my cloud has a workflow that checks how likely is this bullshit or not,
Okay,
and then
okay.
it back.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So it backtested compared to all the other coins. For example, like historically, any crime coins, what is the open interest? How does it change? How does the funding rate, token supply, all this kind of stuff? But it actually backtests like the past 6 months of crime coins. But the problem is I wasn't able to build a scanner.
Got it.
That's the hard
Got
part.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
dude.
yeah.
Like, I want to like close like today's like section, like session with like something a bit different. Like, maybe we should expand on this like another time. But I'm thinking that we should just jam more on um interesting crypto or crypto adjacent business ideas. It doesn't have to be fully crypto. Just like we have both been like playing with like AI. Like what's interesting with like AI these days. It's almost like I feel like sometimes we are both like business maxi. Like we're not necessarily libertarian crypto max. so we're
I'm not.
so we're like more okay. So like yeah, like what's hot right now and so on. Like the one thing that like combines crypto and AI that I don't know where this is going, but I'm still quite fascinated with at least like the fundraising or like where this is going. Did you see like the liquid trade fundraising?
Yeah,
So
huge.
I'm torn on this because on one side I do feel that I know a couple engineers that can make all of these products in like 2 months, right? Like especially with like AI right now, it's so easy to make the freaking products, and they're all using like Hyperliquid on the back end anyway. So you're not like building like actual like order book mostly. I don't get the venture aspect of it. Maybe I've not been in the VC game for quite some time, but like to me, sorry, like this is just like one thing that like with how easy it is to build in crypto with like and like AI vibe coding, I feel like there will be a lot of these. I just don't know like where's the opportunity. Like maybe we can yap about it. Yeah.
100%. I built an app myself in a week, so
What's that?
it's easy. I built an app myself in a week,
Yeah.
like for certain journal things. But yeah, but I think
Yeah.
like it's but also like I think crypto fundraising news can be very scammy. Like it can be like a loan, and then they call it fundraising. But yeah,
Ah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. Neurona has raised 50 million. But
I
okay,
said,
okay. I know. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah. And I've been the last thing, dude. Like I've been playing with like AI, like UGC. We'll see how it goes. But like all of my timeline, yeah, all of my X timeline is just like, yeah, you can make money with fake e-girls on Instagram, selling skincare if you just create AI UGC and then you click on their profile and then they're selling the course. I'm like, it's a tale as all this time, man.
yes, selling the course is probably easier than selling the skincare, man. Like,
I
cause like,
know, dude.
yeah, yeah. All right, man. That's a wrap.
All right. Thanks all. Catch you next time.
Bye.